Alright, what is good everyone? We are here today for another game you all have been waiting for. My week 2 GBA match versus Dan, aka aDrive. Now he's a great friend of mine. He's really helped me out a lot in terms of getting into the GBA in the first place, as well as with my logo and stuff. You know, just a really good guy in general, solid battler, and I help him team build whenever I can be of assistance. So in a way, he's probably more in tune with my mindset than anyone else is right now in the GBA who has not faced me yet, and definitely excited to face him. He's actually won the last GBA, so just like facing Miguel last week, who was another past champion, I was a little bit nervous going into this game, not really sure what to expect. But as you can see here, aDrive brings a team that is quite threatening versus my baton or my smash passing team. As you can see, I bring a team of what I pretty much mentioned yesterday in the team building video. Which, if you guys have not seen, if you guys want an in-depth process of how I made this team or what I kind of thought by picking each Pokemon, you can probably check that out. But aDrive brings Ferrothorn, Medicham, Rotom Wash, Victini, Mega Altaria, and Galvantula, and automatically I see here his potential leads are going to be probably the Rotom Wash or the Galvantula. Probably Galvantula because he, from what I know about him, would probably want to get up Sticky Web as soon as he can. And his team is more offensively built, so I know for a fact that Smash Pass may not work. It's going to be really hard to Smash Pass into a certain Pokemon just because of the fact that, because Galvantula, I mean, I can't set up Shell Smash on Galvantula. I cannot set up Shell Smash on Rotom. I can't really set it up on Medicham either because Medicham just kills me with High Jump Kick. It's pretty much like I can live if I'm at full HP if he's Choice Scarf Adamant, but not if he's like Life Orb. So I also, for a fact, that if he has Power Whip on the Ferrothorn, that's going to be really hard to live as well, or that's going to be really hard to set up with. Victini is probably going to have that electric coverage. Like I said in my team building video, I did Emvee the Gorbis to live a Bolt Strike from Scarf Victini. But if he's like running a special set like Thunder or something, that's gonna be of course tough to beat. And of course the Altaria, which is probably like the only one Pokemon that I could set up on. I mean, I have to like Encore something, so I have to hope that he doesn't really like Power Whip or anything, or try to attack me, or even Leech Seed can be annoying. But I figured going into this battle that my best lead was gonna be Sneasel, in case he led off with the Galvantula. So let's just go ahead here and hop into the battle. I'll show you all what happened in this game. So as you can see, my boy aDrive issuing that challenge, not even bad. I'm send out Baby Chimp here, my Sneasel, back again for another debut, as he's gonna be setting out his Aragog, which is his Galvantula, and Galvantula of course does pack the Focus Sash since he's a Sticky Web lead. So I went for the knockoff here, expecting him to expect me to have Taunt and just go right for the Bug Buzz, which he does, hanging on to my Focus Sash, as you can see right here. And I kind of had a feeling he'd want to preserve his his Galvantula in order to set up Sticky Web later, but I go ahead, predict that, go for the Pursuit here, preventing Sticky Web from ever coming up on my side. So already 2 turns in, I already kill a Pokemon. I'm happy about that. He brings out Medicham here, so I switch out into my Wobbuffet, which is definitely my best Pokemon to take this on, as he actually makes a really good play here. He decides to switch out and make a double switch here into his Rotom Wash, so that's pretty good. I kind of had a feeling he's going to just try and status me, so I can just go right back into my Sneasel. Sneasel already put in work. Baby Chimp, already just, he pretty much just killed the Pokemon off. I didn't really need him anymore since he's at 1 HP. He wasn't going to be doing much else anyways, so I just let him get Toxic. He goes down, unfortunately, but I can take this as an opportunity to bring in the one Pokemon that I have here on this team that can deal with Rotom. My boy Void here, the Haxorus, he's going to come in. Nice and shiny. I got that shiny team to represent the aDrive shiny Hunter army. I don't even know. I'm gonna go for that Earthquake here as we get a crit, of course. I don't know if staying in was the right play because of the fact that I do pack the Mold Breaker and negate the Levitate, but I guess he must have expected me to set up or something. He crits me back as well, so I mean, we got a crit for a crit right there. Brings in his Altaria here, but of course, I'm running a 4 attacks Haxorus, so I just go ahead here. Well, he Megas, right? He Megas first of all. I am, of course, naturally faster than an Altaria, so I just go right for the Poison Jab here, and I just want to get off a lot of damage. I don't really want him to set up a Dragon Dance and not take any damage. He goes for the Fire Blast, though, so he does reveal to be a special attacking set, and he goes for the Fire Blast, probably expecting the Jirachi to come in, but, I wasn't locked in or anything, so I was free to go for it. And he kind of over predicted there, but he goes into Ferrothorn here as I expect him to switch and just go right for the Earthquake here and just get a little bit of damage off, more than, I mean, I wouldn't have gotten any damage off if I went for Poison Jab again, so I figured that was my best play. I switch out here, of course. My Haxorus can't really knock this thing out from that range. I go into my Wobbuffet here in hopes that he'd go for Rock so I can Encore, but he goes for the Leech Seed, so that's really like the only other thing I can Encore right now. So I decided that, you know, once he Leech Seeded me, I had to pretty much just go for the Encore here in order to try to attempt the Shell Smash. So, you know, he's going to be taking some health back from me, but I can just go for the Encore here. GG, it's Emvee is going to be, at least, you know, just trying to set up the stage for Gorobus to try and Shell Smash sweep. So, you know, we're going to take a little bit of damage there. I can go ahead here, though, and switch out, as he is locked into Leech Seed. Not really much I can do about it, because I don't really have a Pokemon that could take a Leech Seed on my team. He's just going to go for it again. IDM CTC, dropping those tracks like nothing, because there's no tracks. Okay, so he's going to switch out here, of course, because he already knows I'm going to Shell Smash. And he's going to go into his Medicham here, as what I can do is just go right for the Shell Smash. And now I'm fearing the Medicham, because he brought in Medicham versus specifically, so there's really not much I can switch into, or, you know, I can't really stay in either. The Leech Seed has brought me down to a range where I cannot live a high jump kick if he Scarf, or, you know, just anything in general. So what I do is, I know for a fact that he's going to be scared of Shell Smash, so I use my Shell Smash to bait him to stay in this time, so that I can go back into GG's Emvee my Wobbuffet here, as he just goes right for the Fake Out. And now this is perfect. I'm in a range where I can live the high jump kick. He cannot switch. He's just going to click Fake Out and try to make me choke, but that's not going to happen, of course, because I have a lot more counter power points than he does of Fake Out. So after a little while, I guess he realizes that and just goes right for the high jump kick as I spam counter. Finally, he makes contact. I just go right for the counter. GG, it's Emvee, knock out that Medicham. And that's another Pokemon that's gone down. So that's really good. We're in a pretty good position right now. Very unlikely we're going to get up Shell Smash, so we're kind of going to have to play with what we have without Shell Smashing into another Pokemon that we have. So I just sack off Wobbuffet here, as it's not going to be doing much anymore. He just knocks me out. U-turns out into his what is this, Ferrothorn? Yeah, this is his Ferrothorn here. I wasn't sure what set he was at this point. I was kind of assuming that he'd be Choice Scarf, because I saw a U-turn. It didn't really tell me much at all. I go into Gorobus here. I go for the sub in hopes that maybe he didn't have Power Whip, so I could try to Shell Smash. He does have Power Whip, so as you can see, he has a really good team versus Baton Pass. There's nothing really much I can do. So I take this as an opportunity to just switch out here into my Jirachi, expecting him to just, you know, keep going for Power Whip. He has no reason not to just keep clicking that Power Whip here, as you know, he just Power Ups the Jirachi. The Jirachi, of course, packs HP Fire, so I'm able to go for that. My boy Poke-Aim here, hitting up that Ferrothorn for some nice super effective fire damage, as he goes for the knockoff here, knocking off my Twisted Spoon. It's such a fun item though, just to have on the Jirachi. I had it, of course, to KO stuff with that Psychic if I did get the Smash Pass into it, but he's going to switch out here into his Rotom. I expected him to kind of go into Victini here, but he makes the great play and sacks the Rotom instead, not risking me going for Shadow Ball or any other coverage move on the Victini or something like that. So he sacks up the Rotom, then goes into his Victini, so that's pretty smart there. And what I can do is kind of make a sort of similar play that he did, sack off a Pokemon that I don't need. And I don't really need CTC. CTC's not doing anything for this team right now, so as usual, you know. It really comes down to my boy Blunder, the Togekiss, to try to put in work here. But as you can see, Victini just goes for the Blue Flare here, which is pretty cool. So he revealed to be a special attacking set. So that's also, I mean, that's a very problematic set for my team. But what I got here, I got the trump card in the back. My boy Togekiss here, Blunder 777 here, eating up the Wacan Berry as he goes, as aDrive goes for a Thunder here. And as you can see, I get so scared. He actually ended up getting a crit on my Togekiss here. I don't get Para though, and I can just revenge Para or I can just Para this Victini back. And I pretty much secure the win here because of the fact that I do have a Jirachi with Shadow Ball in the back and a Haxor still alive. So that Victini is not living anytime soon. He goes into his Altaria, which of course, I mean, I just go for the Air Slash here and knock it out. I am an offensive Togekiss, so regardless of whether he switched that in later or now, it would still die and I am still faster. Goes into his Ferrothorn here, and at this point, you know, if I get off at least one Air Slash, I pretty much put everything in range of dying. He only has a Ferrothorn and a Victini left. I flinch it, which doesn't really matter, of course. Like I said, I have a Jirachi which can knock out the Ferrothorn plus do enough damage on the Victini so that Haxorus can kill. I guess the only difference is me having a little bit higher differential in the end, but you know, he goes into his Victini, which is his last Pokemon here. I have no reason just to stay in. I mean, I have no reason other than, you know, just staying in and stuff. So he's gonna get flinched there as I go for the Air Slash once again. and you know, he's able to break through, which is fortunate for him because now instead of a 3-0, it's a 2-0. I mean, it's perfectly fine, perfectly fine. And what I can do now is go into my Pokeaim, my Rachi here, and finish off this Victini with a Shadow Ball, and that is going to be a good game. So I think we played it pretty well, despite not having gotten up the Shell Smash pass, which is kind of what I wanted to do. We still put in work, and I think we still came through and played it pretty well in the end. Definitely he brought a team that was really solid against ours, so I kind of had to play more, I kind of had to play a lot more smarter, since you know, Shell Smash can be kind of reckless if you're greedy and you really want to pass that off. But you know, I had a feeling that you know, he just had some Pokemon that could really deal with Smash Pass, so I figured that just playing it smart like I did would get me the win, and it did. So definitely great game, aDrive. You played really well. It was a solid game for sure, But we went, we're 2-0 right now. We're 2-0, beating the back-to-back champs. I like it. I like it. We're doing really well so far. So hope you guys enjoyed this battle. Let me know what you guys think. Looking forward to hearing from you all. And of course, Dan, you know, looking forward to seeing how you do, man, because I want to see you get some wins. I know you can get some wins, man. You got this. You got this, my man. It's a rough start, of course, but I have no doubt that you know, he'll turn it around for sure. Solid battler, like I said, solid player. So hope you guys enjoyed. And oh yeah, by the way, we're doing good, right? In the description, I will have Dan's channel so that you guys can see the battle that we did from his point of view. I will also have the team building video from yesterday, and I will also have a link to the Chimchargers official t-shirt. So GG is Emvee. We charged up once again. Chimchargers coming back for week 3 next week. Peace.